Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's video brings the final chapter of the Grayson Bay versus Judge Perkins case. Previously, he was found guilty on most charges with a jury trial expected the following day. However, that trial never happened, as the prosecutor chose to drop the last two charges. Instead, we now see Judge Perkins directly address the defendant, delivering a firm statement before announcing the final sentence based on the charges already proven in court.
Tyrone Grayson, case number SP 146437761, SP 146409991, SP 1463900, counts 1, 2, and 3. State your name for the record.
Grayson
Bay. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
State your name for the record.
Grayson Bay.
All right. This is today is the date and time set for a jury trial. Ms. Schneider, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Alexis Schneider for the people, P80322. For the record, the issuing officer, Officer Ambrose, was present, although I released him.
Mr. Grayson Bay, we didn't conclude some of the. First of all, I want to get the record straight from yesterday. I did mention, and you did cite, where's Mr. Grayson Bay's file? Yes, but I brought it back downstairs. Yes. I wanted to clear up something I said on the record as far as the case that you cited out of Alabama. That I was incorrect as far as the facts of that case.
Take note, especially those who follow sovereign citizen ideas. This is a clear example of how to properly acknowledge a mistake and take responsibility. Instead of arguing endlessly or denying reality, the right approach is to accept when you are wrong, correct your actions, and move forward with a better understanding. And owning your errors not only shows maturity, but also helps resolve situations more effectively and with less conflict.
That was not the case where they were walking down the street and did not obtain the license to assemble. That was a case where he had another reverend organized a sit-in and at a restaurant, and they were ticketed. And the unfortunate part about it is, and that's just how our society is, and it was, and still is for the most part, is that this case had to go all the way to the United States Supreme Court for him to get justice on this case. But again, you're citing cases, sir, that you're not even reading.
I actually find it interesting when someone brings up case law, as it creates a chance to explore and better understand how the legal system is built. That said, the way it's often used can be misleading. Sometimes the examples only loosely relate to the situation, and other times they end up supporting the opposite of the point being made. In simple terms, using legal references without proper context can lead to arguments that miss the mark entirely and fail to support the claim being presented.
And a lawyer would be, could be brought up to the grievance commission on and potentially lose their license. All the cases in there, all the cases that you have cited are saying exactly the opposite of what you purport. Have you looked at any of them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you read them? When did you do that last night?
I've been studying more science. My religion is more science. As you can see, if it looks like a duck, it acts like a duck, it tells you it's a duck, it's pretty much a duck. So
That's time we're never getting back, but something you mentioned really stood out to me because I say it often. Actions matter more than labels. No matter what title someone uses, what the behavior tells the real story. If a person believes they can ignore basic legal requirements like driving without a license, or denying court authority, it reflects the same pattern of thinking. In the end, it's not about what you call yourself, but how your actions align with reality and established law.
I just want to remain mute to the fact and acknowledge that my mother is here, the matriarch of my family, and so I just want to remain mute to this case in this matter. And the floor is yours. This is your courtroom. No disrespect. My mother is here.
No. Ma'am, can you stand up and state your name, please?
My name is Mary Grayson Hall.
Good morning, Ms. Grayson Hall. And I'm not, it's nothing about, you can see it. I just wanted you to acknowledge, I do acknowledge the fact, and I appreciate the fact that you have support here. The court always recognizes that. That's why I asked you to stand up. But you want to remain mute now, but you didn't remain mute when you filed these pleadings. This is how you speak to the court, exactly the way you did. Now, maybe the form is not exactly the way the court kind of or the rules have applied, but I understand you're in pro per and you might not know all of those rules. But when you start filing these documentations, you're speaking to the court and you're representing that this is the current state of the law, as this is the current state of the law, and this stuff applies to your case, and I should be reading this stuff and be able to interpret what you're saying about your case through these cases. And when I read these cases, it says exactly the ones that I've read, and I've seen these cases filed before, it says exactly the opposite of what you're trying to say. Because what I understand you're trying to say is that you're trying to say that you don't need a valid driver's license to drive on the roads, you don't need proper registration on your vehicle, and you don't need proper insurance. And you're even going as far as saying that the police officers, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the police officers do not even have the authority to pull you over. Is that correct?
Again, Your Honor.
At this moment, staying quiet would be the smartest choice you could make. You clearly understand that you have the right to remain silent, but the real issue is whether you can actually exercise that right. Knowing something in theory is one thing, yet applying it with discipline is another. Sometimes choosing not to speak can prevent further complications and help maintain control over the situation.
Matriarch is here, and I gave you pretty much documents to read, and I'm standing on those documents, and I'm gonna remain mute. Thank you.
All right, so I've already found you guilty of the count of refusing to exhibit a driver's license, SP 1464091. I'm going to fine you on that case $240. I've already found you responsible on SP 1463901, expired plate. I'm going to fine you $145 on that. And I've already found you responsible on SP 1463903, insurance no proof, and I say guilty on SP 1464091, and that's a 240. For the insurance no proof, I'm going to fine you $195 on that. All right. As far as the other counts, I had in the note. Well, you told me off the record that you're going to dismiss SP 146436761 and SP 146390002. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So 145, 195, and $240, sir. When can you pay?
I will probably need after the holidays, maybe 3 months. I might get something up for you.
Are you working?
I do carpentry.
Yeah, you do carpentry. Are you working?
Yes. Yeah, I have jobs lined up.
Okay, so why do we need so much time?
They lined up. They're not completed. They're just.
In other words, it sounds like there isn't any real plan in place. Opportunities are widely available in most cities, but they require effort and commitment to pursue. Finding work often comes down to taking initiative, staying consistent, and being willing to put in the necessary effort. Without that drive, it becomes easy to fall behind instead of moving forward.
Just play on words.
Yeah, I mean, traveling and driving. Yeah, there be the system. Play on word. I mean, it's the truth, though. I mean, I got to speak the truth to you, right? You respect the truth?
Now,
okay, I'm not working today. I'm not working.
No. You're not. I'm asking you, why is it taking 3 months to get up? I don't typically give out 3 months to pay fines, especially when somebody's working, and especially in a career that's a skilled trade, that's a very lucrative career. So I'm trying to give you the time you need, but I need to make a good basis for that.
3 months.
Because you're not giving me a good basis for giving you 3 months, and you're telling me you're a carpenter, and you're telling me you're working. Now, if you're telling me you're a carpenter and I'm not working currently, then that's something that I can go with. But you're telling me I'm just not working today.
Right.
I'm going to go to work tomorrow.
I'm
going to work tomorrow, and I'm going to work the next day.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving you 3 months.
Very optimistic. That's why I say, well, as this present, not, but yeah, tomorrow. I'm very optimistic about work. So yeah,
so you're not working
today. I'm not working tomorrow. I have grass work tomorrow to do. There are schedules to do, and I do have a future as a job to have things to be done. But as you saying, as I'm working, I'm telling you the truth. Not as now, no. If that clears, if that makes you feel comfortable, no, I'm not working.
I'm trying to ascertain.
No, I'm not working.
Sir.
I'm not working at this present moment. I'm not working.
And when you say you're working, you have some aspirations of
yes.
working, like everybody does. We're looking for, well, not everybody, because not everybody is trying to work.
Right, exactly.
So you're not working now, correct?
Right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Let me ask you this, ma'am. Is this the kind of, I don't know, I want to make sure that you don't need any mental health services? Do you?
You feel that choosing this kind of path raises serious concerns about judgment and decision-making. When someone consistently adopts beliefs or behaviors that conflict with clear legal and practical realities, it may be worth questioning their understanding of the situation. In such cases, a thoughtful evaluation of their reasoning and awareness could help determine whether they fully grasp the consequences of their choices.
You're giving me all of this
speak
stuff.
The truth, Your Honor.
I don't
speak the truth.
I don't feel you're speaking the truth to me.
I'm not working today at this present moment. I'm not working.
And you're not working. You don't have anything set for tomorrow.
No, I don't.
Right?
Nope, I don't.
You don't. Do you have anything set for next week?
No, I'm just anticipating things. You're right. I don't.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm just gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna give you till March the 5th. You can either Zoom in or come in. I'm gonna give you till March the 5th to have the stuff paid off. All right?
Can I get it?
That moment was interesting because a single question seemed to undermine everything he was arguing. It essentially showed acknowledgement that the laws of the United States and the state involved do exist, and that the court has authority in the matter. In a way, it highlighted a shift toward accepting the legal framework rather than rejecting it. Still, even with that outcome, experience suggests this type of behavior often doesn't disappear completely. Now, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe with notifications for more content.